Hi folks, hey, just installed the Smittybuilt step bar on a 2016 four-door JK. Just wanted to pass along a few ideas. This pile right here, in my opinion, you're not going to need, and I'll show you why. You're going to want to go buy 1.25 inch long 5/16 bolts. I got nylock nuts with them, and you're going to want a pocket full of these dudes. That's a shim tapered washer with a 1/2 inch hole in it, and I'll show you what's up with that. Okay, I'm on the driver's side looking to the rear at the very rearmost attachment points, and this is where I put the shim here, and this is what comes from the factory, this dude, and by the time you get it shoved in there, it's gonna scrape your paint, and the nut hole isn't really going to be lined up correctly, and it's going to bend this flange to meet up with the factory flange, and I just didn't really like the idea of that too much. So this is nice and solid, very sturdy, not flimsy. These bolts are 5/16, or the bolt and nut, and the bolt is 1.25 inches in length. Put a nice nylock nut and a nice washer on there, so you just need 3 of those for each side. I also put a shim up here, up above, because the body panel here tapers towards the outside, and there was a pretty big gap up above that, so I put a shim up there, fit perfect. I just bought these at the hardware store, so if you got a good hardware store, they'll have them. The reason I used a 1/2 inch hole in this shim is it drops it down just a little bit. If I used a 3/8 inch hole, which is the other option for these tapered washers, it actually pulls the washer up a little bit, and I would have had to grind off about 1/8 of an inch up here, up on the top. So the 1/2 inch hole just dropped the shim down just a little bit, but it's wedged in there. It's not really doing much but being a spacer, so shouldn't really matter. I think it's working good. This shim here, where's my finger? This shim here only needed for the rear, the one that's up top here. So these vertical bolts you can reuse from the factory. This pile here, in my opinion, you can chuck. If you're interested in seeing the other attachment points, that's the middle one. No shim required here. Got the shim here, and the front one's fine too. So this thing seems to be spaced out just fine, the way we did it, and looks good. Part number's right here somewhere. Where'd that go? Focus, baby. J0764 Smittybuilt. And anyway, that's my 2 bits of advice there for you if you're interested. I don't understand why they always want you to bend something with this aftermarket stuff, but I guess it's just cheaper to make it that way. So take her easy.